Hi everyone, this is Explore an Enhanced Topic Workshop Demo, Amazon Q and QuickSight. So I had an error. I think it was a session expired error. I thought Q was hallucinating. It couldn't generate the answer that I prompted, and I also noticed a lot of latency. But I'll start picking up the exercises past a little past the 14-minute mark. So let's just get started with the first part, and you'll see the error. So let's click on SaaS sales. And you can see those are our statistics. 7 days, 30 days. And this is, we're going to click through the action prompts in this next part of the workshop, which is a continuation from the previous part one. Okay, so it says steps to review your topic. Include or exclude data field. We'll click next. Review friendly name next. Add synonyms. Review field configurations. Add synonyms for field values. Review other included fields. Review fields is done. Steps to review for your topic. So you can ask questions in your own natural language. Amazon Q, generative AI. Ask questions about your reviewed topics. Steps to review your topic. So monitor user activity and then know what questions users are asking. Okay, so that's the monitor user activity. So let's click done. Set up reviewed questions. You can present answers by marking questions as reviewed. Review questions are also suggested to new topic users. So these are the AI generated questions. Let's minimize that. Let's resume. Set up review questions. Add new fields. We found new fields that can help answer more questions about your data. Okay, so that's adding new fields. Okay, so that was a step-by-step overview of the workshop. So let's click on name entity. Oh, we're in data fields, sorry. Data sets. Okay, so topic performance stats. Again, as I mentioned earlier, so from the previous demo, we left negative and positive feedback. So this is the feedback over time. You notice 7 days, 30 days, 90, or 1 year. I'm clicking on 7 days. That's a visual of 30. So we can include unanswered data and include no feedback data. So you notice the bar graph adjust as well. Let's go back to 7 days. Okay, total distribution of feedback, different visual. So you can see we have one negative. We're supposed to leave 2, but the other one didn't take. So let's go ahead and add a new data set. Click on the QuickSight icon. And I'm clicking on data sets. You can see there's our SaaS sales. Let's click new data set. And the source is going to be S3. The data source name, I'm entering SaaS sales dash monthly summary. And I'm copying this from the workshop, pasting it in. Just click edit and preview. Okay, we're going to save and publish. Okay, far left, let's click the QuickSight icon. I'm clicking on data sets again. There's our SaaS sales monthly summary. Include a new topic or data set in Q topic. So let's click the Q icon in topics, click SaaS sales. And in data, click on data sets and add data set. And the radio button for SaaS sales monthly summary, the new data set we created. Let's add that. So we can configure time basis. So under SaaS sales, time basis drop down, we'll select daily. And monthly summary, time basis, we'll select monthly. Daily and monthly. So we'll configure a refresh schedule. So to the far right under add schedule, check the set to topic refresh. We'll include and exclude fields. So under data fields, under data sets drop down, I'm deselecting SaaS sales. And just playing around, deselecting monthly summary and selecting SaaS sales. So that's how you include and exclude. Okay, under fields, filtered by all fields, we'll check excluded fields. And include city, country, discount, region. Okay, and then included fields. We'll deselect customer ID. So we'll add field synonyms. Okay, next to under synonyms, customer name, click the plus icon and I'm going to name it customer contact. And add again CC, short for customer contact. Okay, now let's ask Q a question. Give it a prompt. Type in show me sales by customer contact. So you can see Q interpreted as segment up at the top. So that's the error. And the solution was refreshing the browser, which I discovered later on. So thinking the session expired. So I'm just going through and adding more prompts to see if that will autocorrect. But that was something that I noticed about Q, shall I say, in QuickSight. Um, that was surprising. Okay, so you can still see it's interpreted as segments, not generating the response that we want. Typing in show me sales to ABC, which is a specific customer. So naturally I was thinking, Q, you know your AWS console, I mean, you could leave the console up for over 24 hours and come back and pick up where you left off at. Sorry. But Q is not the case. Here I'm playing around with more prompts. Show me discount by product. You can see it's still interpreted as segment. So I clicked on industry. Now I discovered the refresh because I got busy, so I had to step away from the desk and I had to stop the workshop and come back to it. I mean, it was approaching around 50 minutes. And when I came back to the workshop to continue, I ended up refreshing the session and noticed that the retrieval on the prompts was working correctly. But here I'm selecting the drop down and choosing different fields to see if that could generate the response that we prompted. So it interpreted as product, but we kind of forced that response as opposed to Q retrieving it. RAG, right? Retrieval augmented generation. So this demo workshop is incomplete. You can see the workshop link in the description. And this is me coming back to the browser, and we're going to continue some of the exercises. But here we're added a non-additive metric. So show me discount by product. And when I refresh the session, you can see Q appears to be working correctly. You can see it interpreted as maximum discount by product. So that's a correct response. Maximum discount 80%. Discount by product. So it retrieved information. Now I already added aggregation settings because I went through the workshop not knowing that it needed to be refreshed. But to save time during this demo, I just picked up where I left off and I didn't have time to re-record. So, and this prompt showed me customers by month. So you can see the response. We have a line chart, unique number of customers by month, unique number of customers. And then we have the quantity, segment, industry, and customer down at the bottom. And you can see the summary also, so that's correct. Also added semantic info previously, so I'm generating the prompt to that exercise. So who purchased the most during current year? And sorry, I didn't have time to re-record. So total sales by customer, and you can see Q is generating the prompt topics to the left. Total sales by contact, total quantity by customer. Okay, so that was the summary, plot map. So I already added a calculated field exercise, and I'm gonna enter the prompt for that task. Show me true cost by product. Yeah, so this demo is more so of a visual, and there's our response. You can see that chart, total true cost by product and the product breakdown, contact matcher, finance hub, true cost and total quantity by product, and also the segment, industry, region, city, country, true cost. So this is what we're looking for from Q. And it displays it for you. So show me discount by product. Again, we ran this prompt earlier, but this is the benefit of Q and QuickSight. So I already added the non-additive metric. And it interpreted as maximum discount by product, which is fine. Right. So now let's explore query routing. So we're going to give it another prompt. Show me sales, and it also generated show me sales by segment for us. AI generated. But we clicked on show me sales. Okay, so that's the total sales. Total sales by country. Gave us a map visual, that's the summary. United States emerged at the top, and those are our different fields. Now let's add by tier. So you noticed it automatically populated tier 1, 2, and 3 for us. So you can see the 3 tiers. Total sales by product and tier. Product quantity, sales, and tier. And then also the summary. So now let's add a filter. we'll continue the exercises. Again, apologies, I didn't have time to re-record, so this is more so of a visual, but you can complete the workshop in the link in the description. But in the filter configuration, we're going to name it Big 2. Data set is SaaS sales. We're going to add fields. So customer, and then filter type, custom filter list. For rule, we're going to include. And then click the pencil. Values is example, corp life, sciences, and example corp manufacturing. So that's our big 2. Let's click save, leave apply filter unchecked. Now let's ask you a question. Show me sales for big 2. You can see it auto-generated as well. So it's interpreted as total sales, and then the 2 companies, Example Corp Life Sciences and Example Corp Manufacturing. So it's the total sales. Okay. You can see it's giving us no data for, but then we also have the fields down at the bottom. And the summary to the left. So let's explore other filter options. So let's click the right arrow to get out of that visual. So if I type in big, you can see it automatically pulled up big 2 filter. Double click. Let's check the apply the filter anytime the data set is used, and you can see the radio apply always is selected. So if I ask Q, show me sales by customer. Okay, so Example Corp Life is showing. So Q is only showing big 2 for some reason. The other, that's the summary to the left. So Example Corp Life Sciences, which is correct because that filter, you'll notice if we try to go outside of that, show me sales for any company advisors, should generate an error. See, your exact question cannot be answered. So the filter's dropped because it didn't stray outside of big 2. But so essentially kind of guardrails. Now we can allow questions for other customers. So let's click the right arrow to, now under the apply the filter anytime data set, let's check the apply always with the question results in an explicit filter from the data set radio. Now let's ask Q. Show me sales by customer. And example life sciences is showing up, which is part of big 2, so that's correct. can see it's interpreted as, and these are the fields. Summary to the left. Now let's re-enter that previous prompt. So customers for any company advisors. And that's any company advisors, total sales by country. So that explicit filter from the data set worked. Now let's uncheck. The filter, and we'll add a named entity. So click on named entity. Let's add a name. And just click through the demo walkthrough. QuickSight results, okay. So for name, order details. And on the left field, we'll add order date, order ID, product, and customer. Also contact name. So 5 fields. Let's save it. Close it out. And let's ask Q. Show me order details for Big 2. Okay, and that's the breakdown of the order details, support, storage, site analytics, etc. Number of products. Now let's review user activity and mark verified. So let's right arrow out, click on user activity. Okay, and you can see total questions, answerable, unanswered. So let's click on view, show me order details for Big 2. Okay, let's mark that as verified. So that data is correct if your team was viewing it. So now let's click on the feedback, and we can also view based on feedback. So that's positive. And that's the negative feedback. So let's view negative, which was the feedback left from the previous demo. So click on view. And the reason why this was negative is during the prompt, we wanted the visual to be a bar chart graph. So you can see Q has some latency. Probably should have refreshed at this point as well, but okay, so that's the summary. Now let's view that positive. Okay. Now during the workshop, that plot map, you're supposed to adjust the visual to bar and save it as verified. Um, but I overlooked that part of the demo. So this is our verified visual. So you can see the prompt is show me monthly sales for contact matcher compared to big old data. So you can see the total sales by product, the graph to the right, and then the line chart. So based on feedback, you can also prompt Q just by clicking the view icon under user activity. So let's click on suggested questions. So you can see we're going to click on AI generated. So we can control the suggestions from Q. So click on the options drop down and hide from suggestions. So it says all AI generated questions are hidden from suggestions. So let's ask Q. You can see those are the two prompts that we entered. So now let's regenerate AI generated questions. Let's confirm. This takes a little time as well, so I don't know if that's a normal or the time that I'm using Q. It's a lot of traffic, but also discovered latency. But just give it time, it's working. Okay, so these are the AI generated prompts. And if we hide it from suggestions, we can remove generated questions. So let's type in a prompt for Q. Actually scroll down and just select one. Let's see, how many products by country? It's right underneath by segment. So let's scroll down, how many by country? Click the drop down and just remove that. Let's go back and verify. So it should be right under by segment. So you can see that that's removed. So that's an easy way to also delete. But now let's go ahead and share the topic with our team. So click on share and select a user or group. In my case, it's the CLS test reader, and then just share that. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up this short demo. Again, I apologize. Time is of the essence. But thanks for watching and have a good one.